in town. Now back to Bev.
Thanks, Dave. Finally, news of a revolutionary form of transport that has just started coming off the production line. The Voyager is the brainchild of a Bristol designer. It's not quite a motorbike and it's not quite a sports car either. But the Voyager's backers reckon it could be the answer to traffic jams and the high cost of motoring. Richard Porter went to investigate.
This is the dream one man has of beating the Japanese at their own game, the Voyager. It's a two-wheeler powered by an engine from a Reliant Robin three-wheeler and described by its designer as competition for four-wheeled motoring. Royce Creasy has spent 11 years developing the concept, working in his garden shed at Greenbank in Bristol.
We started with a clean sheet of paper and an idea of beating the small car. We see the small car as our competition rather than as the motorcycle. So we've got an experience here which relates much more closely to a small car, a small sports car, than a large motorcycle. It's like a car with two wheels, really.
The difference between the Voyager and a motorcycle is that you sit in it rather than on it, on seats from a Volvo. It converts quickly from one seat to two, and its body protects both rider and passenger. But with a price tag of almost £9,000, who's going to buy it?
Well, anyone that has ever driven a motorcycle and given up because they got cold and wet and, frankly, hurt, and currently sits in traffic jams in a car on their own, and anyone that wants a sports car but can't afford a sports car because the performance is distinguished sporting, and that's enough. That's a big enough market, I think.
It costs nearly £9,000 then. Do you think people would be able to afford it?
That's quite cheap in its class. It's cheaper than the most expensive Honda, BMW or Harley Davidson.
The Voyager is now in production at a factory at Crickhowell in Wales. The plan is to build 200 in the first year, and there's already orders for almost 2 dozen. But other similar concepts, like the Bristol-designed Quasar, have failed. Royce was for a time involved in that project and says he learned from the experience.
It's clear that industrial innovation is an uphill struggle, and it's foolish to have expectations of success or failure at the beginning. All you can do is go through the necessary stages and try and avoid making any of the silly mistakes. When I have to face competition in this type of vehicle from, for instance, BMW or Motor Guzzi or Ford,